Hello everybody. All right, let me make this pretty quick, but there's a couple steps that you should have done. And so remember, we've been focusing on Faith Ringgold, and we've been using Tar Beach and her story quilts as our inspiration. So step one, remember we painted the pattern paper. So if you don't have that done, get that done pretty quickly today. Then at the front table, there's a square of paper, and I want you to write or draw your story. So remember, mine is about affordable housing for homeless people. And so that's a concern of mine. And I wanted to tell the story of just maybe giving awareness to that situation. And so I completed my drawing, I colored it in, try to work nice and neatly with your coloring, okay? Because this is the focal point of your art. So make sure that it looks, your best work, okay? Then the last part, remember in her story quilts, there's always a picture of her or someone flying over the scene. And so there's little pieces of paper that look kind of like a bookmark. They're on the front table. Grab one and then look at your picture. So I couldn't make a huge one of myself because I wanted you to be able to see all the details, but I made a little one. I just did it in marker, and I have these great markers up front for skin colors. They're multicultural markers, and so find your skin color, and then what you're going to do is cut that out. And then today we're actually going to start to put all of our stuff together, or next time. If you don't get to it today, it's okay. But let me just show you the next steps. So I'm gonna I kind of like that there's gonna be a little bit of white around my person. That way it will stand out from my picture, my story in the middle. So I'm gonna cut that out. And then let me move the book so I don't get this all dirty. Okay. Put that to the side. Now, there's a black square of paper at the front table. So grab a black square of paper, and then you're going to glue your story into the middle of this paper, okay? You can use the white glue if you'd like, or you can use a glue stick. I have either up front, okay? So, for this one, I'm gonna use the white glue, and I'm just gonna go along the edges. You don't need a ton of glue. Just go along the edge, make a nice thin line. And then I'm gonna carefully, if I can not get this all over my fingers, put it in the center. Okay, so now I've got my story in the middle, just like Faith Ringgold's quilt. And now I want you to go and get your paper, or you could, actually, I'm gonna glue my person down because I don't wanna lose it. So let me just put some glue on the back of this. And put myself into my scene. Maybe I'll kind of, I think right there. That looks good. I'm kind of flying by the moon. I like that. Okay, so now I have myself flying over, looking down upon my dream. And now let's grab your painted paper. And you remember, we're gonna work like a patchwork quilt. So I'm gonna cut, and this is not a lot of space around here. So I'm gonna cut some thin, like long lines like that. And then I'm actually gonna try to cut them into squares. So I'm just gonna cut all the way down. And what's great about this is you're gonna have extra paper that you could make something with if you have extra time. So I'm gonna start to think about my quilt squares and maybe just kind of randomly lay them out. So I'm gonna lay them out first before I glue them, just to make sure I like what I've done. And now I'm gonna cut that off, and now I'm gonna work with my plaid. I love this plaid that I did. So I'm gonna cut that into squares, and I'm gonna keep doing that, and I'm gonna glue all of these different prints that I made, because I made 4. I'm gonna glue them around the edge so that it looks like a quilt. Oh, maybe I'll do the big one in the corner. Ooh, I'm liking this already. It looks so bright and beautiful. Now I have my, I'll cut that little piece off. So you're gonna have extra paper. And I'm gonna let you guys design something. If you wanted to make a new picture, you could with your extra time, or you could just take them home in long strips. They make great bookmarks. I'm gonna let you guys be creative. They're your papers. You guys think of what you want to do with them. So let's see, I'll do a sun one there. Oh, put one on the corner. And maybe one right here. If you need to trim any of them down, you can always do that. Like if I scooch these over, I might have room. Oh, there we go. Now I've got room for another pattern, because remember I have my red, white, and blue pattern. So I'm gonna cut a long strip like that one, cut some more squares, and I have some extra ones. You guys can't see them because they're not in front of the iPad, but I do have some extra ones that I could just kind of squeeze in here, because I do see some spaces that need to be filled. So let's see. And then once you guys get these laid out the way that you like, then pick up one square at a time and glue them down, okay? So let's see, I'll put one there. Maybe I'll do another sun there, since I have extra of those prints. There, love this. Oh my gosh, this looks so cool. I can't wait to glue it down. And I am so excited to see your work. These are going to be so beautiful when we hang them on the wall. All right, you guys, have fun. I'll write the steps on the board in case you all forget, because I know this was kind of a lot of work today. So have fun and good luck. I can't wait to see all of your story quilts.